Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Irvine Valley College and the 2019 commencement ceremony.
As president and on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome family, friends, as well as our Board of Trustees and honored guests here today to celebrate our graduates. It is truly my honor to be the first to offer greetings and congratulations for the class of 2019. This is our 34th graduating class. Let me begin by introducing a few people on the platform here and others. First of all, Trustee Terry Whipp. Trustee David Lang. Trustee Marcia Milchiker. Clerk of the Board, Trustee James Wright. Our Chancellor, Kathleen Burke. Your commencement speaker, Dr. Daniele Struppa. Our Academic Senate President, June McLaughlin. Vice President for Instruction, Christopher McDonald. Vice President for College Administration, David Kachatrian. Vice President for Student Services, Dr. Linda Fontanella. Our student commencement speaker, Sergio Garcia Cuba.
Good job.
And right in front of me here in the front row, just off stage, is our full-time teacher of the year, Professor Benjamin Miss. Our part-time teacher of the year, Professor Mohammed Yusuf. Our emeritus teacher of the year, Professor Ida Stewart. Vice Chancellor of Technology and Learning Services, Robert Bramucci. Vice Chancellor of Human Resources, Cindy Viscachill. Vice Chancellor of Business Services, Anne-Marie Gable. Our ASG of IBC President, Matthew Rossborough. Our Classified Senate President, Maria Nunez. Thank you all for being here. Now, graduates, while we're here to celebrate you today, you are not on this journey alone. At your side along the way, you had the dedicated and passionate professors who have shared their wisdom with you and provided you with the tools and the knowledge that you need to succeed in the future. Please help me recognize our amazing faculty. Also, the talented and very hardworking classified professionals, managers, and administration. Please help me recognize the unwavering support that they have provided you. And finally, you had the support of family and friends who encouraged you and believed in you. So here's your moment. Grab your phones. Please take a moment, look around at the loved ones who are here today to support you and thank them. Okay. On we go. Thank you for that. I would now like to ask to the podium our Clerk of the Board of Trustees, Trustee James Wright.
Good afternoon, everyone. Trustees, honored guests, members of the faculty, colleagues, our distinguished graduates, class of 2019, welcome. It's my very great pleasure to welcome you all to the commencement. On behalf of the South Orange County Community College District, I extend my warmest congratulations to all those receiving degrees and certificates today, and acknowledge the support that has helped you along the way. To all the families and friends with us today, and to those who could not be here in person and are watching this ceremony, are thinking of graduates as they celebrate this moment, thank you. Thank you for the encouragement you have offered, and in many cases, for the sacrifices you have made so that your students could earn the degree or certificate that they will accept today. As in life, you cannot accomplish much alone and need support of others in order to achieve your goals. Today, as we celebrate hundreds of graduates, there is no doubt that we celebrate together the collective achievements between students, faculty, staff, and family. You worked hard to get to this point. Enjoy the celebration and let this be fuel to your fire to continue to progress in learning, not only in the classroom, but in the world. In the words of the great Albert Einstein, learn as if you were to live forever. Congratulations.
Thank you, Trustee Wright. And now please welcome to the podium our Chancellor, Kathleen Burke.
On behalf of the dedicated staff throughout the South Orange County Community College District, I would also like to welcome you, graduates, your family, and your guests. This evening's celebration is made possible through the collaborative efforts of many college employees, the majority of whom work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that this event is memorable for you. I would like to thank them for their support and service. You have accomplished many great things here at Irvine Valley College, as evidenced by your participation in this ceremony. The perseverance that you've shown in completing your degree or certificate will serve you well as you move forward into the world of work or on to complete a baccalaureate degree. In recognizing your accomplishments, I would like to leave you with a few words of wisdom. These are not my words, but they resonated with me. They were shared by Oprah Winfrey in her address to the USC Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism last year in 2018. And she said, "Eat a good breakfast. It really pays off. Pay your bills on time. Recycle. Make your bed. Aim high. Say thank you to people and actually really mean it. Ask for help when you need it, and put your phone away at the dinner table. Just sit on it, really. And you know what you tweet and post and Instagram today might be asked about in a job interview tomorrow or 20 years from tomorrow. Be nice to little kids, be nice to your elders, be nice to animals, and know that it is better to be interested than interesting. Invest in a quality mattress. I'm telling you, your back will thank you later. And don't cheap out on your shoes. And if you're fighting with someone you really love, for heaven's sake, find your way back to them, because life is short, even on our longest days. And another thing that you already know but bears repeating, don't ever confuse what is legal with what is moral because they are entirely different animals. You see, in a court of law, there are loopholes and technicalities and bargains to be struck. But in life, either you're principled or you're not. So do the right thing, especially when nobody is looking. And while I'm at it, do not equate money and fame with accomplishment and character, because I can assure you, based on the thousands of people I've interviewed, that would be Ms. Renfrey, not me, one does not automatically flow from the other. Something else you need to know. Your job is not always going to fulfill you. There will be some days that you just might be bored. Other days you may not feel like going to work at all. Go anyway. And remember that your job is not who you are. It is just what you're doing on the way to who you will become. Every remedial chore, every boss who takes credit for your idea, that is going to happen. Look for the lessons, because the lessons are always there. And the number one lesson I could offer you where your work is concerned is this: become so skilled, so vigilant, so flat out fantastic at what you do that your talent cannot be dismissed. So graduates, as you gaze back with fondness, thinking about your time here at Irvine Valley College, and you look forward with anticipation to whatever life holds for you, remember your graduation today is just a part of your life's journey. Face forward and be, as Ms. Winfrey said, so flat out fantastic at what you do that your talent cannot be dismissed. We are very proud of you, graduates. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Burke. And congratulations, graduates. This is a great evening. The day is finally here. Commencement is a significant occasion for you and your families. You've toiled many hours and have made many sacrifices to get here, but your dedication has led you to this life-changing achievement. Marking this milestone is our distinct pleasure this evening. In fact, you are among the 2022 Irvine Valley College students whose accomplishments we are celebrating today. Congratulations, everybody. Each of you have a unique story of challenges met, obstacles overcome to help you reach this point. Many of you have juggled full course loads alongside meeting family responsibilities and working multiple jobs. Some of you have served our country in the military, and you bear the weight of those experiences. Thank you for your service. And some of you have faced language, cultural, inclusion, economic, and psychological barriers on your journey, but you have not let them throw you off course. 1/4 of you, look at all of you, 1/4 of you are first in your families to finish a college degree or certificate. Chancellor Burke rightly shared that IVC students are resilient. Your presence here today is, in fact, a testament to that. You should be very proud of all that you have accomplished. Irvine Valley College exists to serve its community and beyond by providing access to a high-quality education for those who have the courage to pursue it. We take this mission very, very seriously. Now, you have read the news about some of our Tier 1 universities' admissions issues. Sorry, Daniele. I want you to rest assured that no one paid me or Dean Shackelford to get you admitted to IVC. In fact, you are here on your own merit, and you've done the work, and from my point of view, you are graduating from a Tier 1 academic institution. You chose Irvine Valley College for its excellent reputation. Your professors have set the bar high, but you have stretched yourself to meet and, in fact, exceed our expectations. The faculty have provided the wisdom and knowledge, and you have applied your talents in ways that have amazed and impressed us. You have not only learned complex math equations, crafted artful essays, practiced lab experiments, or created musical compositions. You have been provided tools for critical thinking, for appreciating diverse perspectives, for lifelong learning, and for serving your community. You have made all of us proud. I know I speak for the faculty and staff at IVC who have both cheered you on and challenged you, that we are elated to celebrate this milestone with you this evening. Graduates, we hope you fondly remember your time at IVC. You have made friendships here and forged lasting connections with this campus. We are, in fact, your family. We will always be proud to call you Lasers. Go Lasers. But your journey does not end here. This pinnacle, this moment of celebration and recognition is a very important one, but there are many more peaks to summit. Whether you are continuing your education at a four-year institution, pursuing a career in the workforce, or applying your knowledge in new hobbies and passions, what you have gained at Irvine Valley College has prepared you to make meaningful contributions to your community and our country. Class of 2019, we have high hopes and great expectations for the future that you will create. Congratulations, graduates. As I introduce our keynote speaker this evening, I have to tell you a story. I was practicing a little bit of Italian. I talked to Daniele about this because it would be appropriate in some of this. But I was practicing last night in front of my son, and he goes, "You know, Dad, you're not doing that." So had to apologize. You won't hear any Italian this evening from me. So now it's my honor and privilege to introduce to you our 2019 commencement speaker. He is an accomplished mathematician and visionary leader. He is the author of more than 200 refereed publications and the editor of several volumes. He has edited or co-authored more than 10 books. He earned his laurea in mathematics from the University of Milan, Italy, and received his doctorate degree in mathematics from the University of Maryland, College Park. His teaching career spans decades and continents, as he has held teaching positions at the University of Milan and the University of Calabria in Italy, as well as George Mason University, where he served as director of the Center for the Applications of Mathematics, also as the chair of Department of Mathematical Sciences and as Associate Dean for Graduate Studies and then Dean of George Mason's College of Arts and Sciences. He served as provost and then chancellor of Chapman University in our neighboring city of Orange for 9 years. He is now the 13th president of Chapman University, a position that he has held since September of 2016. It is now my great pleasure and privilege to welcome Dr. Daniele Struppa.
Thank you, President Rockmore. Wow, what a wonderful group here. You're fabulous looking, not just smart, accomplished, hardworking, but really gorgeous and good looking. Congratulations. And your families are pretty good looking too. I love them. So President Rockmore, Chancellor Burke, members of the faculty, members of the board, family members, friends, and especially graduates, congratulations to the class of 2019. It's a real honor and a pleasure for me to stand with you in this very important day, the culmination of many years of hard work and sacrifices. I'm not sure why they chose me to speak to you. I'm not Oprah Winfrey, obviously. And I'm not a famous athlete or some important politician, and I'm not even a philanthropist that can erase your student debt. Just sorry about that bad news. I'm just a professor, a mathematician. The only good thing, I'm not going to talk about math today. But I think I think I was selected to come here because your president knows how much I care about higher education in our country, and how much I respect students like you who work hard to achieve and get where they are. Now, I know that I stand between you and the magical moment when you walk here and you shake the hand of your president and you receive your diploma. So I'm going to try to be somewhat brief and hopefully not too boring. I have 4 messages, so you can count and count down to the end of the speech. The first message. First of all, be proud of what you have accomplished. You have achieved something that nobody can take away from you. Money and financial success, all of those things can come and go, and they depend on a lot of things, but your education is yours. You earn it, and it's going to be with you for the rest of your life. Hold on to it. You stand with us because you satisfied the difficult requirements, you took tests, you've been writing reports, you've given presentations, and all of this while juggling family commitments. Many of you, we heard that 25% of you are first-generation students, and you struggle with understanding the complex path for higher education. And what you receive today is a diploma that certifies not simply what you learn, but it certifies that you know how to learn. And so my first message to you is that the how is much more important than the what. And we'll come back to that when I give you the 4th message. The second one, I'm a mathematician, so I know how to count. So that I have to give my speeches are all numbered. Now, the second message may be difficult for you to hear on a day like this, because we are here, we celebrate you, we celebrate your achievement. But I want you to remember something that I tell my children every day, and they don't listen to me. I hope you will. You are not the center of the universe. That's true, it's hard to know. I mean, I couldn't believe it either myself. But the reason why you are here is because many people have helped you with their kindness, with their affection. I want you to remember about that teacher that gave you a break because she knew you weren't quite ready for the test and she gave you maybe an extra day. I want you to remember the classmate that brought you the notes because you were home with the flu and you couldn't go to class. Or the friend that listened to you for hours because you were upset because your boyfriend or your girlfriend cheated on you. Whoa, that must have happened. Those are important moments because they tell you something really important. You're not alone, and nothing you achieve is on your own by itself. And so, yes, you're not the center of the universe. But this receipt of generosity is something that I want you to remember, and I want you to realize that you now have a chance to pay forward. You will need to help others achieve and reach where you are now. Those of you who are first-generation students, I hope you realize the magical thing. Your kids will not be first-generation students, but they will still need your love, your support, your commitment to be there where you are now. I don't want you ever to forget that. Now, this is a public institution, so I'm not allowed to insert any religion, but there is one passage from Genesis that I think, regardless of faith or even lack of faith, it's important for us to remember because it tells us something much more powerful. It's the passage when Cain kills Abel, bad brother, and the Lord looks down and says, Cain, where is your brother? That's what I want you to remember. Indeed, what are our brothers and our sisters, and what is our role? Those of us who have been blessed with education need to remember that that blessing is so that we can respond, that we know where our brothers is, we know where our sisters are, and we are going to be there with them to help them. And that's the second message. Well, you're too nice of a crowd. My math students never applaud me. I don't know why. Let me go to the third message. The California Community College system is a national treasure. And I'm really honored to be here with you today. And I want you to know that the reason why this treasure is available to you is because of the confidence and the commitment of the citizens of this beautiful state. We, the Californians, support the system because we believe in its vision, and we believe in the ability of the system to fulfill the vision. And the vision is clear. It's to create a better future for California based on lifelong learning for its citizens and the creation of skilled and progressive workforce for the benefit of our beautiful state. Your college in particular, Irvine Valley College, is a gem in this national treasure. It's a gem of which I hope you will be proud for the rest of your life, regardless of where you're going to go now. It's a gem that is devoted to allow you to transfer. You probably know this is the #1 community college in the nation for transfer, not just nationally and California-wide, but for example to the UC system. That's something that is a testament to the commitment of your faculty, of your administrator, of your president, of your trustees. So as you leave this stage, I'm asking you not to forget what IVC did for you and to pay back, because as you pay back, you're really paying forward to other students for the future. And now, the good news, the fourth and final message. The future belongs to you. And when I say this, I don't mean to say that you can do anything you can dream of, like you hear in the Disney movies, because that's not true. Not all of your dreams are going to come true. I can speak for experience. Many of my dreams never got realized. So that's not what the meaning of owning your future is. And I also have to tell you something that is the opposite of what commencement speakers usually say. You're not going to change the world. I haven't changed the world. I'm a very successful mathematician. My theorems haven't changed the world. I'm a good administrator. I've not changed the world. But you shouldn't take this in a negative sense. Because while you cannot change the world, you can change lives one at a time. And you can do that by making the right decision at every single moment. And you can expect that by taking the right decision, by following the moral sentiment rather than just the legal sentiment, as we heard before in the comments from Oprah Winfrey, you will be able to realize a meaningful life. It is in your power to do the right thing. There is always a good way and the wrong way to do your job. Choose the right way. And you will see how every single job can allow you to change people's life. I want to close with a short story. I was in a store recently, a grocery store, and there was this older lady that got to the cash register, and she couldn't find in her purse the wallet to pay. And there was, as you imagine, a line of impatient customers behind her. And the young girl that was sitting at the cash register, could have been any one of you or my daughters, saw something in this old lady. She recognized something that she saw in her mom or maybe in her grandma. So she reached out and helped the lady with the wallet. And then she looked at the impatient people, and the impatient people became patient, and they smiled at each other. What I'm asking you is to see how, again, it's not what you do, but how you do that really makes a difference. I spoke about the how versus the what at the beginning, and this comes back now. I want you to be the young cash register girl every single time. And now, thank you so much for having me here. I hope you enjoy your great day. Congratulations.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for your inspiring words to our graduates, Dr. Strupa. Good evening to all. I'm Linda Fontanella, the Vice President for Student Services. And to our graduates, you have heard this many times, and you will continue to hear it all evening long. We are so very proud of you. Congratulations. Each year, I am given the distinct pleasure and the great honor of introducing Irvine Valley College's student commencement speaker. And each year, our student speakers become more prolific in sharing their incredible messages and their wonderful stories with us. This evening will be no different. I have watched this student over the past academic year mature into an accomplished individual. During a recent conversation, he told me he was full of fear. He said, "Dr. Fontanella, I'm fearful of transferring. I have fear of the unknown, fear of what life has in store for me." But as I sat there and I watched him speak to me, I could see the fire in his eyes and feel the determination in his soul to make something great of himself. And so his family would be very proud of him. I told him during our conversation, excuse me, "You're not full of fear. You are very brave and ready to conquer the world." And this big smile came on his face, and he said, "Do you think so?" "Yes, I think so." To his family, Señor Garcia, muchas gracias. To his faculty, staff, and friends, we are so very proud of him, and many, many thanks for your love and support in helping him to ensure that he had an extremely successful experience here at Irvine Valley College. Please join me in welcoming Sergio Garcia Cuba.
Thank you, Vice President Fontanella, for that generous introduction. Distinguished guests, family and friends, faculty, staff, and administration, and above all, graduates. Thank you for being here today, and welcome. Today, I want to talk about something we're all wondering, and many of us are worrying about: the future. What does the future mean to you? Does it mean transferring to college far from home and earning a degree, starting a family, securing a stable job after college? To me, it means acceptance, confidence, and not being afraid of what's to come. I didn't always believe this. As a graduating senior from El Toro High School, the word future froze me in fear. I was scared of repeating my lackluster high school academic performance in college. I was scared I couldn't live up to my parents' expectations. And I was scared of not becoming the person I wanted to be. Maybe you were scared too. I still was scared the moment I stepped onto campus on my first day of IBC. I walked into the most feared class, English. I arrived 30 minutes early because I told myself, this time, I'll make my academic studies my #1 priority, along with making friends. I walked straight into class, only to find an empty classroom of just 2 students. I sat in the back row, didn't talk to anyone, but instead sitting in awkward silence. The sounds of my breathing became louder, my anxiety building up so much that I ran out of class. Wandering around an unfamiliar campus, all my fears returned. Was I going to listen as I did in high school, let others tell me I'd never belong? Was I going to let my family down by not living up to my fullest potential, not honoring their sacrifices? Was I going to let my own insecurities of not being accepted stop me? Maybe you experienced similar fears the first day. At this moment, I stopped. I sat down, and I took a breath. Then I remembered a quote from President Barack Obama said a few days earlier. Understand that your success in life won't be determined by what's given to you or what happens to you, but by what you do with all that's given to you, what you do with all that happens to you, how hard you try, how far you push yourself, and how high you're willing to reach. These words ringing in my ear, I walked myself back into my writing classroom. I still sat in the back row and didn't talk to anyone, but I was still there. And you're all here. Each of us overcame our own fears and unique struggles. Struggles like the re-entry students, who are twice the age of their classmates, having children, yet still have the courage to pursue their own academic goals. The veteran student, who's fought for us, experienced the horrors of war, and returned home with things in their head we can only imagine, yet determined to get an education. The LGBTQ student, who worries about whether it's safe to identify themselves and be simply who they are, yet despite ridicule and fear, speak out, stand up, and refuse to be anything but themselves. Whoever you are, a Muslim student, an undocumented student, a student athlete, an early college student, a student in EOPS or DSPS programs, or simply a student, trying to balance school, work, family, and have a social life. You're here. You made it. You refuse to let your fear stop you. The following year, while attending IVC, I started to build my GPA, but still struggled in finding acceptance and confidence. Throughout my life, I felt like an outcast for two reasons. The first reason is, like many of you, I was born into a loving immigrant family, a Mexican immigrant family. My parents came to the US from rural cities in Mexico to carve out a better life for themselves and especially their children. My dad would work construction jobs all day. He'd come home covered in dirts and cuts, exhausted, just so we could live in our small studio apartment. My mom would wake up at 4 a.m. to pack our school lunches, take 5 different buses to get to work as a maid all day, and still come home to make dinner. Unlike the support I got from my family, my classmates ridicule me because of where I come from. If that wasn't enough, a greater reason I was an outcast is that I'm gay. Peers would mock me, telling me that my voice was too high, or ask me ignorant questions like, why do you choose to be gay? I would come home crying most nights, but my parents accepted me and saw me for the person I am. They pushed me to work hard, be myself, and told me to try to see past what people say. Attending IVC and being a full-time student, I came to realize that I could not honor my parents' sacrifices if I was lost in finding acceptance outside of my home. I was lost until I found myself in Associated Student Government at IVC. Joining student government gave me the will to do better in my academic studies, the skills to become a leader, and have a voice. What was it for you? What and who, like your family, friends, or mentors, enabled you to succeed? For me, it was public speaking. Public speaking built my confidence, amplified my voice, and affirmed to me that I had something important to say, and that people wanted to listen. Using my voice led me to become IVC's 2018 Homecoming King, Public Relations Director, Pride Scholar, and Honor Student. And I'm proud to say, after being accepted to both UC Berkeley and UCLA, I will be attending UCLA in the fall. Where you're gonna find me in the front row of the class, turning and talking to his classmates, asking questions to his professors, and not running away. Why? Because my name is Sergio Garcia Kubak. I'm a proud child of 2 Mexican immigrants, a first-generation college student, a member of the LGBTQ program community, and I belong. And so do each and every one of you. Now, fellow graduates, let me ask you an honest question. Raise your hand if you are at least a little scared of what's to come. Me too. The future is always going to be a bit scary, but that's not stopping any of us. Why? Because of what we do with all that's been given to us, because of what we do with all that happens to us, because of how hard we try, how far we push ourselves, and how high we're willing to reach. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Sergio, I'm impressed. I am very impressed. Good afternoon. Welcome. Class of 2019. We made it. You made it. Here we are at commencement to celebrate and remember. Now, all of you know to commence means to begin. We're here to celebrate the beginning of the next chapter of your life. But we're also here to recognize those who've helped you along the way. I'm so proud of you. I'm going to go off script just for a second because I looked at some data today. I looked at some data. By the way, former math faculty, so I enjoy the numbers as well. You guys are phenomenal, and you're high achievers. You have one of the highest participation rates in honors, clubs, co-curricular programs, and student government. The preliminary numbers would suggest that you have one of the highest degree and certificate attainment rates, and you're on track to have one of the highest transfer rates in the history of the college. Congratulations. Now, as we think about our legacy, I want you to think about your legacy, and I'm inspired by Sergio. Your legacy involves every person that you interact with, be it a faculty or a staff member. The influence goes both ways. Be it a person you help with homework, or just a friend in need. You are all part of the IVC family, and we're very, very proud of your accomplishments. Now, I have the unique pleasure of introducing 3 outstanding faculty members, but I want to check. Are you ready to celebrate faculty excellence? Wait, let me check again. Are you ready to celebrate faculty excellence? Okay. If you would, please join me in welcoming to the stage our outstanding Emeritus Institute Professor of the Year, Ida Stewart. Congratulations, Ida. Now, if you would, please join me in welcoming to the stage the outstanding part-time teacher of the year, Mohammed Youssef. Now, last but not least, if you would, please join me in welcoming to the stage our outstanding, wonderful teacher of the year, Benjamin Miss.
I am honored to accept this award. I am grateful for the students who took time to nominate me after they transferred, writing that I inspired them in some way. This award would not have been possible without all the people who supported me along the way. For Mike, Carrie, Yemi, Jerry, and all the people who make the IVC Psychology Department the best in the world. For all your talented professors at IVC, and for the support of the IVC staff and administrators who understand we're all working together for you, the students, and that we are all necessary to give you the world-class education that IVC offers. Great successes are not achieved alone. Today, please take some time to think of those who gave their time, patience, and support to help achieve your success. I thought a lot about what would be useful to know in graduating community college. If I could tell one thing to myself when I graduated community college and transferred to the university, it would be to get involved as much as possible on campus. It took me 5 additional years to graduate with my bachelor's degree after I got my associate's degree at community college. And I didn't get involved in research until the very end. Getting involved earlier would have made graduate school easier, but things all work out the way they do, and that's okay. And if I had told past me to get more involved, past me would have said I was too busy working full-time and taking night classes. So in the end, things worked out the way they did, and they worked out well. You get out of things what you put in. You are as deserving of opportunities as anyone else at your next institution. Keep up the good work. Congratulations, IVC class of 2019. We're proud of you and excited for your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Miss. Now, this is a part of the program that I particularly enjoy. We have some wonderful faculty members who are retiring. And one of the nice things about retirees, they almost never want to be picked on, especially the people on the list today. Now, we're going to celebrate 5 individuals, and these 5 individuals have a combined 181 years of service and dedication to our community. I'll say it again, 181 years of service, 5 individuals. Now, by order of hire date, because it'll embarrass them, 1986, Professor Bob Urell. Bob, would you please stand? (1985) Professor Fumiko Ishii. (1984) Professor Albert Mertz. Now we're getting into serious territory. 1980 Professor Mark McNeil. And finally, 1979, Professor Rich Zucker. Retirees, thank you for your years of service to our community. We will miss you, and we wish you well. The good news, after 6 months, we'll probably get a few of them to come back. They'll miss us just as much. Now, this next part of the program, it's a little tough for me. This year, we lost 2 of our family members. And what's tough, I knew them well. Professor Lee Haggerty and Professor Colin McCaughey, both wonderful people. They served our community well. Both had multiple leadership roles. Trust me when I say, graduates, you're part of their legacy. We are all a part of their legacy. In difficult moments, all I could do is go back to something I learned when I was a child in Jamaica. When you miss people. I didn't make these words up. But to Lee and Colin, my friends, memories don't leave like people do. We will always remember you, whether things are good or bad. It's all about the wonderful memories that we've had. If you would, please join me in a moment of silence in the memory of Professor Lee Haggerty and Professor Colin McCaughey. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Congratulations, faculty. Our ASG of IVC president works closely alongside faculty, staff, administration, and serves an important student voice in our decision-making as a college. I have had the distinct pleasure of getting to know and work with this dynamic student leader for the past year, and would now like to acknowledge him by presenting him with this plaque for his distinguished service to our campus. Please join me in congratulating ASG of IVC President Matthew Rossborough. Come on up, sir.
Will the graduates please rise? It gives me great pleasure to present the graduating class of 2019. These students have successfully completed their degree or certificate requirements, and they have been duly recommended by the faculty of Irvine Valley College for the degrees of Associate in Arts and Associate in Science or Certificates of Achievement.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Irvine Valley College, these students are now candidates for the degrees of Associate Arts and Associates in Science and Certificates of Achievement. The President of the Board of Trustees of the South Orange County Community College District will now confer their degrees and award their certificates of achievement.
By the authority vested in me by the state of California, the Board of Governors of the California Community Colleges, and the Board of Trustees of the South Orange County Community College District, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Associate in Arts and Associates in Science and all the rights and privileges to which you are entitled. Please come forward to receive your diploma or certificate of achievement. Congratulations.
Jae Woo Park.
Di Yin.
GZ Sun Sum.
Bethia Diaz.
Nia Rushan Rusher.
Dashana Brianna Womack.
Idris Saeed Afridi.
Israel Sandez.
Saranya Kugananthira Kugan.
Jocelyn Velasquez.
Fatima Zanana.
Lydia Garcia.
Leen Eskandar.
Galia McNaughty.
Haya Ali Al-Sahli.
Marcella Celia Moore.
Borna Jamshidi.
Ashley Charlene Escobar.
Mauricio Govea.
Rodrigo Perez Martinez.
John Donald Carrig.
Jasmine Elizabeth Fuentes.
Patrice Donaldson.
Lee Jun Guo.
Mixeli Silva.
Stephanie Vivian Perez.
John Paul Aragones Balisi.
Kylie Hohenfeld.
Ian Christopher Muyak.
Tracy Magyar.
Andrea Karina Dixon.
Rebecca Jean Johnson.
Noor Jamal Hassan.
Gabriela Sofia Della Maggiore.
Megan Marshall.
Tran Ngoc Bao Wen.
Jenica Teresa Chu.
Fujiko Rizio.
Daisy Rosillo.
Claudia Suhada.
Ashley Andianto.
Audrey Andianto.
Cecilia Cheryl Suhada.
Matthew Rossborough.
Natasha Dillon.
Cassandra Fuentes.
Emily Ann Rodriguez.
Savannah Joy Hayes.
Heaven Julianne Hernandez.
Lauren Amy Shee.
Brandon Julian Rios.
Jonathan William Gilly.
Christopher Luis Miones.
Jonathan David Flores.
Elisa Jane Amy.
Debbie Lee.
Stephanie Jaime.
Kia Danielle Tali.
Jandri Indira Martinez.
Carmen Cecilia Aguilar.
Paquiz Melike Emexis.
Roxana Chavez.
Janet Ruth Johns.
Ashley Cow.
Carol Mary Daywood.
Clara Mary Daywood.
Ruby Lado.
Giselle Marie Sakara Mappa.
Carla Guevara.
Josie Guevara.
Karina Vega.
Jonathan Bradley Gifford.
Kathleen Diane Johnson.
Hidayah Niazi.
J.R. Almazon.
Cecilia Kang.
Yunfei Gong.
Haoyang Zhang.
Fatima Mohammed Fazil.
Jael Kindalo Kalande.
Nancy Gonzalez.
Nargis Nadimzadeh.
Sarah Safa.
Vivian Ho.
Jacqueline Elise Leano.
David Nicholas Crabtree.
Phoebe Wanjiku Kagia.
Daniela Ornelas.
Kaihan Zhang.
Melissa Yu.
Christina Renee Murillo.
Nabil Akkad.
Erica Shiyu Chow.
Yasmin Ali.
Amy Alicia Takata Santa Maria.
Alyssa May Guerrero.
Tiffany Ann Torres.
Alexis Leandra Fanger.
Nicolo Luis Hechanova Raimundo.
Paige Elizabeth Shumbato.
Munir Ahmad Ahmadi.
Rustam Kochiev.
Rachel Nicole Garin.
Carolyn Evangelina Mojica.
Rabia Jamal Ahmed.
Alexandria Tendai Ashton.
Grant Alexander Rosenthal.
Lila Jahan Rashad.
Risa Ono.
Erwin Nababan.
Ryan Sanjaya, summa cum laude.
Andrea Ariaga.
Liliana Chavez.
Nicholas Arthur Torres.
Zachary Allen Cohn.
Carissa Marie Nyhart.
Sarah Wang.
Charmaine Hurd Del Hoyo.
Mobina Ramanifar.
David Grease.
Miriam Salib.
Michael Saro Shafiq Kurdahi.
Dakota Jacob Neiman.
Leila Dekhani.
Kathy Raimi.
Madeline Sophia Espinoza.
Nayeli Marissa Ceballos.
Elnaz Fatihi.
Mariam Shokrolahi.
Samyar Seyfolahi.
Ricardo Santos Basurto.
Chandra Sophie Dith.
Macy Quinn Reyes.
Emily Ann Yarnell.
Omar Alrama.
Brianna Corinne Lieberman.
Alexandra McCrimmon.
Allison Isabella Leone.
Babar Hassan Masood.
Husna Aisha Mewandi.
Samantha Paige Bryant.
Love the energy. Congrats.
Samra Faruqi.
Demetrio Mereshko.
Samantha Kimberly Zahn.
Amanda Tan.
Christina Yukino Fukase.
Habiba Ahmed Hassan.
Amaya Levon Savoy Easton.
Andrea Torres. Korneli Kreklerova.
Sorry. Homa Diniarian.
Azin Parvin.
Tarlin Keshva Arsrod.
Rojin Peshvari.
Farna Parabors.
Gazal Ardalan.
Joy Canchola.
Marlena Borst.
Jose Alberto Quintero Cubian.
Gabriela Joanna Hernandez.
Zara Hassin Ahmed.
Mary Elizabeth Gaines.
Christian Delgado.
Josue Flores.
Mason Stone Brown.
Ida Ratib Suleiman.
Tagrid Al-Shanak.
Manpreet Kaur Saini.
Ann Olson.
Katie Liu.
Tyler Eric Ravelli.
Daniel Serra.
Anthony Silva.
Beth Nguyen.
Rahim Yusuf.
Bethlehem Rodriguez.
Daniela Carolina Bernal.
Arman Siddiqui.
Sarah Michelle Miranda Kaboog.
Brandon Lee Esses.
Caitlin Marie Goodwill.
Azizullah Farouk Sadiq.
Hanu Choi.
Alvin Chow Nguyen.
Soren Marcus Kim.
Nicole Rome Chumpitas.
Manami Kawamoto.
Stefan Michael Forstner.
Jason Pastrano.
Patrick Aviki Lelham.
Kaisa Lillian Viola Sibley.
Alicia Christine Wells.
Anif Nurieva.
Marissa Victoria Roos.
Kestrel Locke.
Jose Alvarez Jr.
Andres Pelaez.
Jose Moreno.
Julie Greifeld.
Lakana Kim.
Shadi Tarzjani.
Taylor Graves.
Olivia Rose Matera.
Emma Nava.
Curtis Gabriel Nava.
Tom Harkins.
Yuchin Yao.
Ferial Maleki.
Randall Roberto Monzon.
Alessandra Matus.
Risa Goto.
Helena Chang.
Stacy Morales Castrojón.
Therese Noel Howe.
Qasim Mirzadeh.
Andy Huang.
Rowan Mohammed El Safadi.
Flora Matilde Malawang.
Pataveth On Malawang.
John Joseph Elkins.
Randy Smith.
Deborah Pasquale.
Hitfan Kurtu.
Denise Zamora.
Mojgan Eslam Panah Nobody.
Hiyari Romero.
Suzanne Elise Talone.
Stephanie Ramirez.
Isabel Manriquez Vlis.
Aliza Nguyen.
Sandra On.
How much money is that? You had it all right up already?
Kenta Daniel Hayakawa.
Sarah Elizabeth Wilson.
Kylie Rianne Turi.
Maria Althea Javero.
Zala Osman.
Brooke Elizabeth Johnson.
Taylor Lene Brown.
Crystal Yi Kausler.
Madeline Kathleen Newman.
Derek Antonio Leopes.
Madie Nadimzadeh.
Shiva Shamsinajad.
Ana Cecilia Morales.
Esmeralda Orozco.
Puria Bairami.
Tyson Holstein.
Luz Celeste Salazar.
Shervin Abasi Jafarinajad.
Andrew Day.
Emily Blanco.
Elizabeth Sierra Schaus.
Dylan James Walker. Stephen Douglas Plesha.
Joshua Kai Tran.
Martha Estrada.
Hugo Leonardo Vargas.
Michael Ryan Marcus Miller.
Alan Uriel Grandona.
Mariam Afzal.
Meilani Grace Din Basteau.
Sarah Marie McAreevy.
Shi Wang.
Arya Askaryar.
Sophia Rita Ramirez.
Abraham Yaftali.
Sarah Tahiri.
Betsy Serrano.
Caitlin Lucia Makowski.
Hannah Kylie Rubina Alforque.
Tanya Pandit.
Arletha St. Jean.
Ben Nguyen.
Nikita Dave.
Karishma Nayan Amin.
Fatima Yakub.
Megan Pham.
Karina Chow.
Milan Anil Patel.
Connie Wen.
Lucas Lay.
Montserrat Carolyn Viramontes.
Shivani Srivastava.
Joseph Andrew Masaoka.
Natalie Akamis.
Risako Miki.
Momoka Hata.
Bochen Chen.
Sheldon Austin Pryor.
Chaehwan Lee.
Jamie Mockling Pan.
Caitlin K. Pritchard.
Melanie Ann Britton.
Kelly Lynn Griggs.
Aisuda Ismailpur.
Maria Guadalupe Lopez.
Estefany Barragan.
Reza Ardakanian.
Amir Ali Kurozmer.
Dinara Shalhope.
Solon Yu.
Alian Kao.
Tiffany Timothy Clifford Morse Jr.
Christian Kina.
Danielle Ashley Koff.
Tyara Smith. Is it me?
Teresa Ruiz Quintero.
Joshua Murillo.
Lila Ginsburg.
Jordana Ginsburg.
Michelle Sun.
Ann Zhang.
Rania Zarli.
Amareza Hedayatfar.
Sina Shakarane.
Rasik Rana.
How you doing, man? We out, no cap.
Ava Hajapur.
Sam Nashervan.
Maysam Morafian.
Parsa Riazi Esfahani.
Alireza Hakimi.
Mohammed Amir Khalili.
Kimia Rezai.
Helia Bakoda.
Tara Kavizadeh.
Andrew Joel Rivera.
Anna Irene Wakuha.
Nancy Gabriela Ramos.
Sandra Vaccaro.
Alana Vale Reagan.
Emily Perron.
Simar Kwar Sohota.
Richard Ma.
Masako Yamamoto.
Brendan Liam Kenneth McNamara.
Vestra Iranzamini.
Parmita Bastani.
Mohammed Eskandarhu.
Aryavash Mutsavarian.
Minlam Wen.
Yumna Imtiaz Ahmed.
Megan Marie Navarra.
Natalie Haddad.
Natalie Leslie Lai.
And last but not least, Sergio Garcia Kubak.
Okay. We're getting close. Anybody excited? All right. Okay, if you will open up your program book to page 6, we're going to do a traditional song called the Alma Mater. And this year, we're going to have a little bit of help. It's going to be led by IVC music major Becca Esses.
Where the western foothills shimmer in the light, here our hopes awakened, here our dreams took flight. Where the long red sun rays paints the hills and skies, here our hearts found shelter, here we came alive. We'll be called to industry, called to science and the arts. Friends at Irvine Valley, always in our hearts. Irvine Valley, alma mater, voices rise to you. We will all remember the silver and the blue.
Okay, thank you, Becca. That was absolutely fantastic. Before we close, let me take a moment to thank the commencement work group for their hard work and the efforts to mark this absolutely fantastic achievement. Just a note for our graduates and guests, please join us for a dessert reception immediately following this ceremony, and it's right over there. So if everyone could make your way there, that would certainly help our 2,500 people get there successfully. All right, would the guests please remain in their seats during the academic recessional? Following the recessional, you'll be able to meet your graduates again at the reception. So, will the graduates please rise? Now we know we're getting really close, right? Okay. Graduates, there is a time-honored tradition left to perform to signify your graduation. As a symbol of your achievement, I invite you now to move your tassel from right to left